What's up, everybody? Chris Basil Builds here. I want to talk about a new project idea I have. Um, this kind of just happened. Sometimes this is how this goes for me. I always come up with all kinds of ideas. Sometimes I don't get the chance to do them. Sometimes I do. It just really depends on the day and what's going on. But I got the opportunity to purchase this car. I've got the hood up. I can't really get around too well right now. I have my leg in a boot. I'm on crutches, so pardon me if the video is a little shakier than normal. This is the car is a 1981 Mercedes 300 SD. So it's got the 3-liter 5-cylinder turbo diesel in it. This engine is quite interesting. It doesn't make a whole lot of power from the factory. I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of like 120 horsepower, a little bit more torque. Main thing is it's a really reliable engine. It's mechanically fuel injected, similar to a 12-valve Cummins or a 4BT or something like that. They're known for lasting for a really long time. I mean, this car came from a car lot in Sand Springs, which is a little town west of Tulsa. I bought the car for less than $1,000 from a dealer and drove it home. The car's 40 years old. I mean, it is what it is. The car's pretty beat up, it's a little rusty, but all the lights work, signals work. It's a great, really well-built car, and the people that love these cars love these cars. I guess I could say I'm a guy that loves these cars. I don't know. I had one back in high school. I really enjoyed it, but today I don't so much have the aspirations to make this a nice car as much as what could this engine go in that would be way cooler than this car. And I think I've come up with just the right thing. What I want to do, since I ended up not going through with the 12-valve to the Ram Charger swap, didn't end up keeping the first gen 12-valve, ended up selling it to a friend that wants to do a way cooler project than what I was going to do with it, and it's in good hands. So I'm over that, it's gone. Interesting opportunities I have with this car. This car's tagged, titled, insured, lights work, runs and drives. So what I can do is I can tune this engine all up, go through all the fuel injectors, the glow plugs, tighten up the lift pump, do all the little stuff that it needs to make it run great. And then I want to find a Jeep Comanche pickup truck, which is like a Jeep Cherokee, but it's a pickup truck. And I want to put this masterpiece of German engineering in it. Believe it or not, there's a company called Doomsday Diesel that makes like everything you need to do it. There's another company called Mercedes4x4.com that also makes adapter plates for the transmissions, so you can bolt these engines straight to a Jeep transmission and transfer case. Some holdups I've been running across. The car, well, I've got the car. The car's great, so I'm not really worried about the car. Don't plan on really keeping the car, so I'm not that worried about any of that stuff, but the problem I'm finding is that it's hard to find a Jeep. So I'm going to go inside and sit down and talk a little bit more about the Jeep. Alright guys, got a chance to come in here and sit down. A lot easier to talk to you guys while I'm sitting. So here's the deal about the Jeep. So in the last week or so I've done some research. How hard is it going to be to find a Comanche? Is there many of them available? How have they fared with time? Because these trucks were never really very popular, so a lot of them never had a lot of value until recently. Arguably they're probably worth more now than they have been in quite some time. So what I'm finding is that the $1,000 to $3,000 range is going to buy you a junky one, and then basically $3,500 to about $6,000 is about what they sell for. You see some customized ones go for people asking more than that, but a lot of those ads look like they're pretty old, and some of those look like those people aren't going to get that kind of money for them. So what I'm thinking is setting myself a realistic budget for about $1,000 should probably find me one. And what I'm also realizing is that most of the ones that are left are, well, we'll back up a little bit. So the Comanche came in a few different options. They had a short bed, they had a long bed, they had two-wheel drive, they had four-wheel drive, they had AMC drivetrain back then. That was before Chrysler, so keep that in mind. So you had the 2.5, you had the 4.0, and you also had the 2.8 V6, which I'm finding that AMC, which I think was a GM V6, is in a lot of them as well. So basically, the long story short is, all the ones you're going to find are going to have all the wrong drivetrain that you don't want. They're going to have the Peugeot transmissions. They're going to have the older axles. So basically what I'm thinking is, find a clean body, a clean bed. I prefer a short bed. And then I'm going to buy a newer, like 98 and newer Cherokee to use for doors. So you can upgrade to power windows and stuff like that, power locks, the full-size window, want to do that. And I also want to upgrade the front grille to the newer style Cherokee grill. It makes them look a lot more modern. You know, all the Comanches with the stock grills with that chrome trim on them, they're super dated looking. So what I think would make the coolest thing would be to get a 98 to 2001 Cherokee as parts, use its axles, use its transmission, I think. What I think I want to do is do a 5-speed, because most of the Comanches you find are going to be a stick. So an AX15 like YJ or TJ manual transmission is going to be what I'm going to want to use to adapt to the engine, and then whatever transfer case goes with it. You know, obviously I just want to do something selectable. I'm not like going to build a super crazy trail rig out of it. I just want it to be good stuff. So that's, I think, the approach I'm going to take. I've got a few offers out on a couple of Comanches. I'll get back with you guys once I like lock down something a little bit more realistic on that. But I've found within my like 2-hour threshold of being able to go get something, you know, like I don't want to drive 7-10 hours away to go get one. I don't think it's worth that to me. I think if I can find one within 2 hours away, that's going to work for what I want to do. So that's going to be next step, is to go find a Comanche. Obviously, I want to vet the diesel engine a little bit more. I want to do a little bit more testing on it. I've literally only driven the car home. Actually, I haven't driven it. My friend drove it home for me because I still can't drive because of my leg. But it drives. I've got it up on a jack right now. It's got a stuck brake caliper I need to fix. I'm not going to spend any money on the car because I don't want to keep the car. So I'm just making the car usable. So I did buy a new brake caliper for it, $70 I didn't want to spend. But other than tagging it, I'm not spending any more money on the car unless if it's absolutely necessary for safety. So I've got some stuff coming for the engine. I already got fuel filters. It's got 2 filters under the hood you're supposed to replace, and I got a new primer for the lift pump because the one that was on it doesn't work. I want to do a little troubleshooting on the glow plugs. They don't seem to work right. I don't know if I've got a bad plug or if I've got the bad relay that's gone bad. So I just want to get the engine dialed in the car. And once I feel like the engine's legit and good to go, I'm going to start gathering up these swap parts, the flywheel, the adapter plate, the accessory brackets, the throttle cable brackets, just get all those parts and have them ready. So once ever I get said Comanche, I can just swap the engine straight in, have it going, having it at least where it can drive, so I'm not stuck with like a broken car for too long. But that's the idea so far. Comment in the comments below, let me know what you guys think. There's a couple videos on YouTube of people doing this diesel swap on Cherokees. Not a whole lot of Comanches. You'll see a few videos started, but I haven't really seen anything finished. So, and I'm going for like cool daily driver. I'm not going for trail rig. I'm not going for like something to climb a mountain with. It should be capable enough to do so if I need it, but I just want something that's going to be cool, that I can pull a jet ski to the lake with, that I can throw some junk in the back, that we can drive, that'll get some decent mileage, that not have the idiosyncrasies of the old AMC Jeep drivetrains that I know, if any of you guys are having experience with, you know, are just trash. So idea I have, I think it's going to be cool. Stick with me. As you guys maybe have been following, you know, sometimes I kind of take a long time to do stuff, sometimes it goes fast. Just stay with me. I'm going to keep coming with new things for you guys. Going to start working on the Superjet motor pretty soon. We're going to be doing a timing belt, bent valves, top end rebuild on a Honda Civic coming up here real soon. And probably going to do a wrap-up video on the Impala project before too long, but maybe not. You guys might not even see the Impala. I don't know. We'll see. And then, of course, more Ramcharger stuff coming someday. I promise. It will. Someday. There's going to be Ramcharger stuff. But thanks for tuning in today. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about my idea. I'm going to post some pictures throughout the video to show some pictures of some Comanches I found that I thought are cool. And yeah, stay tuned. More to see. Thanks for tuning in to Chris Basil Builds. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.